Greetings, my comrades, and welcome back to Zanolith. We are back once again for another episode in the XY Rewrite series. Last time, Serena made it to the finals of the Master Class, where Arya sadly defeated her and now strives to become stronger and make her way back up to the top. Ash and Greninja also unlocked a strange new power and then just encountered a mysterious trainer named Alain. If you guys aren't caught up to speed on Alain's story in this rewrite, I have a 3-part special series that explains everything you need to know about this iteration of Alain. I'll leave a link to those videos in the description down below. With that being said, I don't want to waste any more of your time. Let's jump right into the video. Alain and Ash have a battle to test out Greninja's new form once again. Alain sends out his ace Pokemon Charizard, and the battle is super intense. Eventually, Greninja and Ash become one once again, and Ash Greninja makes its way to the battlefield. Like the last few times, Greninja's speed, strength, and overall performance have been greatly heightened. This shocks Alain, but then he starts to smirk.
This Greninja is giving off infinity energy. This power, it's truly amazing. I want to devour it. Make it my own. I have to devour it. Charizard, destroy everything in your way. Go beyond evolution and Mega Evolve!
Charizard then Mega Evolves, but the group quickly realizes something isn't right. The bond that Charizard and Alain share is there, but it's almost as if it's locked away in a sea of darkness. The energy emitting from Charizard is sinister, and it almost feels stolen. Alain and Charizard's attacks then become increasingly aggressive, and just like Greninja, its power has increased. Ash is starting to feel the pain that Greninja is feeling, and Charizard truly overwhelms them. Meanwhile, Alain has this satisfied look on his face the whole time. Eventually, Clemont deducts that Greninja has had enough, but Ash butts in, telling Clemont Team Greninja can still keep going. The battle continues and it ends with Greninja losing at the hands of Charizard. Ash then falls to the ground but doesn't pass out, and Alain looks very upset despite winning.
His energy. Why won't it come to me? I won. I should have devoured it. Yet, he has so much I can't take it all. I can't destroy this Greninja. What is this? These two must master this power, so I can devour every last drop of their infinity energy.
Clemont states that while they lost, this is good progress, as this was their first time Greninja was able to battle in this state without passing out. Alain then comes up to Ash.
That was a good battle. You and your Greninja are impressive.
Thanks. You guys were impressive too.
Tell me, Ash. What is your goal?
My goal? Oh, it's to become the winner of the Kalos League.
The Kalos League. I see. Once you two have mastered that form, let's battle again.
Yeah, definitely. The two shake hands and go their separate ways. Despite finding himself a new rival, Ash is concerned about the power Alain and Charizard emitted. It was almost like an evil version of his and Greninja's power. We then see Alain walking into the forest.
The Kalos League, huh? If I wish to battle those two again, I must make it there. I swear to you, Ash, I will destroy you and Greninja.
Our group continues on the way to Snowbelle City, and most of the time, Ash and Greninja focus on training their new power. At one point, The two can't seem to cause the power to activate against Serena and Clemont, but that's until Diantha shows up. Diantha was actually doing a movie shoot in the forest, and she spotted Ash and the others and wanted to say hi. She and Ash have a battle despite Diantha's tight schedule, which is very similar to canon. Ash and Greninja go up against Diantha and Mega Gardevoir, and the Ash Greninja transformation is finally triggered. However, this time, something is different. Ash and Greninja are more in sync than ever before. The form seems to have become even more mastered, perhaps because both Ash and Greninja are determined to defeat such a powerful foe like Diantha. Greninja seems to be standing a good chance against Gardevoir. However, then Ash and Greninja fall to the ground and the transformation deactivates. Ash doesn't black out, but he's extremely tired. But he tells the group that he felt a bond with Greninja stronger than any other time the transformation had been activated in the past. Clemont deducts that while it's good their power is becoming stronger, they still have to worry about it draining Ash and Greninja's strength. It seems like their bodies have become adjusted to the transformation now, but Ash can't fight future opponents with Greninja if he's gonna tire himself out physically. If that happens, he has no chance of winning the Kalos League. Diantha then tells the group she has to go, and the group says farewell to her. The group then decides to reach out to Professor Sycamore about the transformation and sees if he knows anything. They get in contact with the professor, and after analyzing Clemont's research notes, he reaches his conclusion.
I'm sorry, but I have no idea what this could be. I would have to do some more research before reaching any conclusions. I'll let you know when I have discovered anything. Ash, just be careful using this new power you and Greninja possess. The last thing I want is to see you two getting hurt.
We then see a gym battle happening in the Shalor City gym. Karina and Mega Lucario are going up against Alain and Charizard. Lucario is putting up a pretty good fight, but eventually Charizard grabs hold of Lucario, and despite its efforts to break free, Charizard's grip is too strong. Charizard then thrashes Lucario to the ground over and over again, and Lucario goes down. Karina and Gherkin are in a state of shock. This power isn't normal. Anyone can see that. Alain's Mega Ring then glows, and Alain smiles, almost as if he's finished a wonderful meal. Karina then hands Alain his gym badge, and Alain puts it in his badge case, showcasing that this is his 4th gym badge. It looks like Alain truly was serious about facing Ash and Greninja again and devouring their bond the next time they confront each other. On the way to Snowbelle City, Ash continues to train with Greninja to master the new power. However, the group realizes that it's having a large effect on Ash's mental state. As they travel to Snowbelle City, Ash takes on many different trainers, and he loses most of the battles, whether with Greninja or another Pokemon. Ash also stays up late into the night, training with Greninja, sometimes getting very few hours of sleep. The group worries about him. This fixation on mastering Greninja's power, it's damaging his mental state and battling performance. Eventually, the group once again encounters Sawyer, who reveals to the group he now has 7 badges, with his most recent one coming from the Snowbelle City gym. Ash then decides to have a battle with him to prepare him for his battle against the gym leader. They have a one-on-one, with Ash using Greninja and Sawyer using his newly evolved Sceptile. The battle is intense, as both Pokemon are equally matched and have a strong desire to beat the other. However, Sawyer realizes something is off about Ash. His words and body movements are slower, and his normal enthusiasm isn't fully there. Ash has bags under his eyes, and it seems like it's hard for him to stay awake. But Sawyer keeps these thoughts to himself. Eventually, Ash and Greninja's thoughts intertwine once again, and the Ash Greninja transformation occurs once again. This obviously shocks Sawyer and Sceptile, and then Ash and Greninja start to quickly dominate the battle, with Sceptile being able to do very little against the overwhelming strength Greninja possesses. However, eventually the bond breaks. Maybe it's lack of sleep, too much stress, or perhaps it's simply because Ash is doubting whether or not the power can ever truly be mastered. Greninja reverts back to its normal stage, and Ash is shocked as Sceptile makes quick work of the shocked Pokemon. Greninja goes down, and Sawyer isn't shocked that he won.
I beat you. I finally beat you.
Good job, Sawyer. You sure have come a long way.
Thanks. But you and Greninja were super impressive. That power, what is it?
We don't exactly know, but we're working on it. You'll see us at our full potential when the Kalos League comes around.
I look forward to it. But Ash, are you okay?
What do you mean?
You look tired, worn out. Almost like you're pushing too hard. Was that the reason Greninja reverted back to normal? Are you guys working too hard?
What? No way! Greninja and I are fine. Sure, we might be staying up a little late trying to master this new power of ours, but there's no need to worry. I'm fine. I swear. Sawyer then bids the group farewell as he's off to get his final Kalos gym badge. Meanwhile, the group sets up camp for the night. Clemont wakes up in the middle of the night to find Ash and Greninja training, and they look like they're on the verge of passing out. Even so, they continue to train.
Ash, what are you doing to yourself?
Our group has finally made it to Snowbelle City, and they make their way to the gym. This is where Ash meets Wulfric, the Ice-type Pokemon Master, and his final hurdle standing in the way between him and the Kalos League.
So, I'm your final opponent, eh? Let me give you everything I've got, young man. If you want to make it to the Kalos League, you're gonna have to go through me first.
It's finally time. Ash's final Kalos gym battle is upon us. Hawlucha! I choose you!
Bergmite, come forth!
Hawlucha and Bergmite then enter an intense conflict. Bergmite is taking advantage of the Ice-type battlefield, which is the Snowbelle City gym, but Hawlucha can certainly hold its own and maintain its grip, which allows him to pull off some great attacks. However, Bergmite is quite fast, and in the end, speed overcomes power and Hawlucha goes down. Talonflame! I choose you! Up next is Talonflame, and unlike Hawlucha, Talonflame doesn't have to worry about the ground. While Hawlucha wasn't exactly limited to the ground, Talonflame can fly freely. With this advantage in its fire type being super effective against ice types, Bergmite goes down.
What a showcase of power! But you'll have to show me more if you wish to win, boy. Avalugg!
Wulfric then sends out Avalugg, and its intense pressure can be felt. Avalugg, despite being kinda slow, turns the battlefield into a blizzard, which makes Talonflame's advantage of flight pretty useless. Ash then commands Talonflame to use Flame Charge over and over again to increase its speed, but it's not doing much. Avalugg's pure force and pressure is just too much, and then Talonflame goes down. Hawlucha, Talonflame, thanks for everything. This is for you guys. Greninja, I choose you! Greninja comes out, and the Pokemon shows off just how strong it is. Its moveset of Water Shuriken, Double Team, Night Slash, and Aerial Ace can greatly impact the battlefield. Despite the blizzard putting strain on Greninja's body, it continues to fight, and Avalugg is taken out.
This has turned out to be quite the battle, but I'm afraid this is as far as you go. Let's go, Abomasnow!
Wulfric's ace is Abomasnow, which unleashes a barrage of attacks against Greninja, who dodges most of them. Eventually, Wulfric smirks as he pulls out a Keystone, which shocks the group.
I told you, boy. You must go all out if you want to win. So come at me! Abomasnow, Mega Evolve!
Abomasnow then Mega evolves and it becomes an even greater opponent. This fires up Ash Greninja even more. The thought of winning this, overcoming such a great opponent, and making it to the top fuels them. Their thoughts and emotions once again become one as Ash Greninja emerges, shocking Wulfric. The battle then becomes super intense, with neither Pokemon willing to give in to the other. Ash and Greninja are enduring Wulfric's power and countering with insane speed. Things are looking up for the two of them when suddenly they become incredibly fatigued. This isn't due to the transformation at all. They've long since been able to fight without becoming tired. This is something else. Greninja then becomes extremely tired, and Wulfric uses this as a moment to strike, and Greninja goes down. Ash returns a ninja as Wulfric comes up to him with a serious look on his face.
I get it now. You are a fool.
What do you mean?
You didn't win today because of your strength or your talent as a trainer. It's because you're oblivious. Look at Greninja. Tired, weakened throughout the battle. It was struggling even to stand. And you're the exact same. You pushed yourself and your Pokemon to exhaustion. How much of a fool are you?
No, that can't be.
You want to enter the Kalos League? Pitiful. A trainer as immature and self-centered as you doesn't deserve to fight in such an honorable tournament.
Ash then says nothing as he goes to the Pokemon Center and heals up his Pokemon. Not saying a word, he then sends out Greninja, and they share a look of disappointment. Greninja then walks away and goes into the nearby forest. This shocks Ash. Why is he leaving? Where is he going? Before the group can say anything, Ash runs out to find Greninja. Serena quickly follows after him, eventually catching up to him. Ash stops and turns around to face her. Why are you following me, Serena?
Because you just ran off without even saying anything. You really think that Greninja has abandoned you?
I wouldn't be surprised.
What?
Everything Wulfric said was right. I pushed Greninja far beyond the point any trainer should. I became so fixated on mastering this new power we had, and I ended up draining him physically and mentally. Stupid. I was stupid. I didn't understand Greninja's feelings. So why would he want to stay with a trainer as stupid as me?
You idiot! You really think Greninja would just abandon you? The trainer who made him strong, who he relied on, who he loves? The bond you and Greninja share has visual proof. One loss can't erase that. You made a mistake, Ash, but you didn't force Greninja to do anything. He went along with that training. He is just as much to blame as you are. Making a mistake is okay, Ash. It's what makes us human.
But I...
No buts! You told me once that you promised a friend you would never get upset over a loss again! Didn't you tell me the weight of the world was on your shoulders then? What would your friend think about you right now? You're being such a hypocrite!
Serena...
Ash?
Oh, man. I was such an idiot. Man, how stupid am I? You're right. I'm acting pathetic. One loss isn't going to ruin the bond between Greninja and I. I was a fool for training the way I did, but I can't keep myself bounded to my mistakes forever. Thanks, Serena. I'm gonna look for Greninja now.
Good. You better. But before you go, I think you owe me a fist bump.
Sure. Ashton thinks to himself. I'm sorry I broke our promise, Iris. I swear I'll apologize and make it up to you someday. Ashton walks off into the forest, determined to find Greninja. He finds him in a field of flowers with many different Pokemon species who live there, protected by nature, so humans don't find them. Ash and Greninja make up and apologize to each other, and they promise they won't make the same mistakes ever again. The two hug each other and hear a chuckle behind them. It's Wulfric.
The bond between trainer and Pokemon is beautiful. I'm glad to see you two have made up.
Mr. Wulfric? What are you doing here?
I'm the protector of this place. It's called Pokemon Village. A village of Pokemon that has isolated themselves from humans. My family has cared for it for decades.
Mr. Wulfric, you were right. I was being a fool. I pushed Greninja and myself to the point of exhaustion. But I've learned from that mistake, and I'm determined to do better. I mean, that's all I can do.
I'm glad to hear it. Now, how about we have ourselves a rematch? Right here, right now.
Ash is confused by this, but Wulfric leads Ash to a battlefield in the middle of the village. He says if he and Greninja can beat him in Abomasnow right here, right now, he'll give Ash his gym badge. Ash accepts and the battle begins. Abomasnow and Greninja go at each other with intense speed, unwilling to give in to the other. Greninja may have the speed, but Abomasnow has the power. Wulfric then Mega Evolves Abomasnow and the battle becomes even more intense. Ash and Greninja's thoughts then become one once again. Greninja, I know we can do this. We've made mistakes, there's no denying that. But now we've learned from those mistakes. We can accomplish anything, as long as we do it together. So let's do this! Beat Wulfric and make it to the Kalos League! Let's go! Ash Greninja then emerges, but something is different this time. Instead of a blue aura, Greninja and Ash emit a golden aura. The battle continues and Ash and Greninja are in perfect sync, sharing the same eyes, the same mind. Everything Ash sees, Greninja sees, and they are truly fighting as one. They've done it. They've mastered their power. Wulfric commands Abomasnow to end this and Ash commands Greninja to use Water Shuriken, which shines as bright as the sun. The two Pokemon collide as the entire Pokemon village watches, and when the smoke clears, Abomasnow has gone down, and Greninja stands tall. They've done it. Ash and Greninja have defeated the final gym leader standing in the way between them and the Kalos League. Wulfric then comes over to him with a smile on his face.
Well, a promise is a promise. You've proven that you are ready for the Kalos League. Here, Ash, accept your final gym badge, the Iceberg Badge.
Ash accepts the badge and the others then make their way to the Pokemon Village. Ash apologizes to them and catches them up to speed on everything that's happened. The group is ecstatic. Now Ash has all 8 gym badges, he can finally enter the Kalos League. Just what kind of battles await Ash and his Pokemon? Wait till next time to find out.